Okay guys, so let's talk about the solution for our walk test. So just a short recap. So we have this function that is called walk that takes an object of some sort and a property, and then it's just supposed to find whatever property we gave it and return the value. Okay, and that's basically it, right? So it's supposed to be able to handle a single property, one level deep and then two levels, and also where there's multiple instances, but the key itself is kind of unique, or is unique basically. So as we can see here, my tests are passing, so let's just look at my little simple implementation for this. So the way that I approached this problem was that I used recursion, and recursion is a little bit of a tricky subject, so let's just briefly walk through it. So I take the object and the name, and then I check if the object has the property name. It's a truthy value. Now this is a very naive implementation. You can make a much nicer walk function, but I thought since the tests are pretty simple, I'll just keep it fairly simple. So basically what we're doing here is that we simply check, can we find this property on the object, and then return whatever value. And that's going to cover our first case here, because this test passes on this line here. But if I don't find it, then I'm going to grab all the keys on this object, and then I'm going to loop through all the values in those keys. In other words, I'm going to go over each key, and then I'm going to check if the type of the property is an object. In other words, if I find an object, I'll simply call the walk function again with that object, with that property, and with the same name. And this is recursion. I'm calling myself. I'm calling the walk function from inside the walk function. And then I grab the value, the return value, whenever this returns. So this is just going to keep on going through each nesting. As I can nest this all the way down until I don't have any more memory. And basically, whenever I find a value, I'm just going to grab that value. And if I find a value, I'm simply going to return it. And then I'm going to just walk through my whole tree and basically try all of these combinations. So what happens is that my function goes, all right, I'm going to look at foo. Okay, cool. Foo is an object. Right, then I'm going to call myself with this foo object and go one level deeper. And in this scenario, it does the same thing. It sees foo. Okay, foo is an object. It goes in and tries to look at the properties here and sees that, okay, bar, but bar is not an object and it's not the same value that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go up a level, and then I'm going to look at bar up here, and then I'm going to go inside of bar, and then I'm going to find bass here, and I'm going to return 2. So that's basically how you can use recursion in order to go through a nested structure. Have a great day.